Welcome to this semi-final for the Gauteng Invitational tournament. It's crunch time for both teams. As you can see, both teams have just had their final pep talk and they are loading up, ready to start this match. On the left-hand side of your screens are the Sirens, hailing from Malta, and on the right-hand side will be the Dolphins, based in Johannesburg. So both teams done extremely well to get to this point. The Dolphins, having won their group and come first in their group, automatically went to the semi-finals and dispatched the Tuk side, whilst Sirens came second in their group, worked through a playoff and then beat the Stags in the game earlier in their quarterfinal, and now find themselves ready to take on each other in what's anticipated to be a box office showdown. So both teams loaded with talent, in particular from Malta, the team that is very versatile and mobile. They've got a couple of players that are standing out. Their number 9, Denise Mikalev, is their leading goal scorer, whilst Marta Ferrante has also scored a number of goals from the right-hand side. She's the number 5. They also make really good use of Chloe Amato and Kendra Navarro, who roll in as second centre forwards, creating havoc along the 2-metre line. So away we go, and the initial swim-off won by the Joburg Dolphins. It's a full press defense from the Sirens, and Kelsey Thompson pressed out to the halfway looking for options, and it's a front mark all around the pool with tight press and a lot of costume holding. It looks like this is going to be a cagey affair right from the start. A bit of movement from the left-hand side, and the ball goes into the center. It's an exclusion. Ruby Versveld receives an excellent pass from Chloe Meacham, and the 6-on-5 play. Ball moving around nicely on the hands. Dolphins looking to move the defense quite quickly. Selena onto Thompson, and Thompson hits the post. Shot goes wide. The Sirens on the break. Chloe Amato in possession, looking for options. She's got Elisa Amato in the centre forward position. Ball out to the left-hand side to Mikalev, and back to Amato at the top. Second set coming on the right-hand side of the pool. That's Marta Ferrante. Options are limited. Ball goes into the centre. Time runs out. Great press defense from the Dolphin team. Kickoffs and all sorts of things happening in the center of the pool. Ball on the halfway. The miracle ball. There's a bit of a drive from Mia Lazidis. There's options. Very much potentially a exclusion, but the referee plays on. The pass goes to the center to Ruby Versveld, and she spills the beans. Great defense from Sirens. Sirens working up the pool, setting up a front. Is Elisa Amato. Ball with Mikalev. This is Denise Mikalev. She's the shooter for the Sirens team as they roll a second set. The ball goes into the center. Shot fired away, comes off Danny Passoni's hand onto the post. Great effort. Good structured play from the Sirens team. There's a lot of driving and screening in the front court of the pool. Lots of holding and pulling back too. Ball goes into the center. Ruby Versveld looking for possession. She draws a foul. There's drives going on and all sorts of movement, and Mia Lazidis is on the inside water, and the referee adjudicates that she was holding the defender, Marta Ferrante. And Sirens are up the left-hand side of the pool through Chloe Amato with the ball, looking for options. They've got an extra player, so there could be an opportunity to shoot. Chooses not to, and Giorgi Stellini has the ball. back to Ferrante. No, sorry, Amato. Amato with the foul and shot. She goes for the far shot from the outside and hits the crossbar. It's a new possession for Sirens. They have the option to play the center, but it seems to be closed up. Amato playing for the foul on the perimeter. Same with Ferrante, also looking for a foul. It's a shooting position right now. The shot is about to come. And it's a really good shot, good technique, but goes off to the left-hand side. So both teams exchanging blows. And this game has started exactly the way we expected. A very, very busy affair. There's a lot of holding and moving on the drives to the perimeters. The ball is crossed over to the right-hand side to Chloe Meacham. And the shot finds the goalkeeper. Ruby Versveld gains possession and draws a foul. So it's a new 20 seconds for the Dolphins team. They will have 20 seconds to set up their attack. There's splashing, and Annie Thornton-Dibb in the center earns a foul. It's not the most ideal of situations for a player to earn a foul in the center position. There's still 13 seconds, so lots of time for possession, lots of time to create an attack. Ruby Versveld looking for the drive. She takes the shot. It's from outside 6, and probably not the best option in those circumstances, especially with Chloe Meacham driving into the center. So Sirens push up the pool, and Dolphins using a press defense, very tight on the press defense, not allowing the ball to move, and a front mark at the center position. Time is running out with 10 seconds. Very simple situation, maybe to try and get an exclusion or a foul. That's Ferrante trying to get the better of Lozidis. And the possession is turned over. So Pasoni looks to find the ball up the pool, and the long pass to Ruby Versveld, turning inside front water. The shot is on the inside corner, and the number 9 from Dolphins scores the first goal. It's an excellent pass from Selena at the back to Versveld, who finds the inside corner, and unfortunately Alexia Amato struggling in the goals to close the short corner. The coach is not very happy, but sometimes these things happen. 1-0 to Dolphins. The press defense in play again here for the Dolphins, and Sirens with the ball to Chloe Amato, who finds Denise Mikalev. And Chloe Amato looking for possession, looking to try and move the ball further on to Bartolo. And there's a drive going through the center, and Elise is playing the ball into the middle, and Denise is looking for the shot situation. It's very much an easy exclusion for the heavy foul, so Kelsey Thompson is excluded into the corner as Sirens have the opportunity for a 5-on-4 play here. It's 5-on-5 now, so it's with 9 seconds to go. It's a situation where finally they have the extra player situation. And Elia Montfort finds the back of the net with a well-executed catch and shot into the right corner. So both teams showing their intent very early on in this match. There's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left of the first quarter as Sirens press hard on the defense again. So both teams using a press defense, very strong body position, inside water. The ball goes into the center. Ruby Versveld gains possession as the goalkeeper jumps out. Unfortunately, the shot that follows from Kaylee Jacobs has hit the post. It was an open goal. Really enterprising play from Ruby Versveld. And good awareness from Kaylee Jacobs. Unfortunately, didn't go into the back of the net. Another press defense scenario from the Dolphins. Sirens rolling in a second centre forward and a third centre forward. Chloe Amato in the center position, as well as Elisa Amato, both on the 2-meter line, both trying to look for exclusions, but nothing happens, no foul, and the possession clock sounds as there is a new attack for the Dolphins, who find front water in the center position. Patience and calm as Ruby Fersfeld only draws a simple foul in the situation of the center position, and then she finds Mia Lazidis. This could be a penalty or an action goal. It's no goal at all, actually. Neither of those two options. It came off the post and didn't cross the goal line. Very unlucky for Dolphins, and also very fortunate for the Sirens team. And there is 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's an extra player situation. Chloe Meacham finds Sasha Delaray. Sasha Delaray with the shot over the top. Maybe a little bit rushed. The coach shouting shoot, shoot early on, and there's still plenty of time to utilize. Sirens strong in possession. Chloe Amato in possession as Marta Ferrante finds the inside water. The ball is on the right-hand side with Bartolo, who has a chance to shoot, and it's an excellent save from Passoni. The double-handed save in the top right-hand corner. There's lots of action and lots of activity, especially in the center position. Left wing drop, and unfortunately Ferrante tries, but unable to get any power behind that shot. So enterprising play from both teams. Sirens haven't made many substitutions, but the Dolphins have managed to rotate some of their players, and we'll see if that becomes part of the solution or part of the problem later on in the game. Passoni with the shot option. Sasha Delaray about to shoot, 7 seconds on the clock. It must go in the goal, must happen. Great save, incredible save from Alexia. That's Alexia Amato. A number of Amatos playing in this team. We have Alexia Amato, number 1 in the goals. We have Elisa Amato, number 3, who plays centre forward. And we have Chloe Amato, who plays on the left and right, and majority utility player. So talented outfit, the Sirens team. The score is 1-1 at the end of the chukker. Both teams having sussed each other out, and hopefully the coaches have a plan for what comes next. Please stay tuned for the next 3 installments of this exciting semi-final encounter at the Gauteng Invitational Tournament. And we're off. And it's Georgia Cope who wins the swim-off. Sorry, I am correct. It was Georgia Cope, the left-hander. She's got possession on the right-hand side for Dolphins. And the Sirens using a one-man drop defense in this scenario. So Selena looking for options. She finds Chloe Meacham. A reversal contra foul at the center. Sirens pushing up and Dolphins continue to press tight. It's a press, but it's a foul on the right-hand side for Navarro, and she's looking for the ball into the center. It's a foul. It's only a foul for Mikalev. Denise Mikalev, who's been working so hard. She's the star player in the Sirens team. Another great player is Marta Ferrante, who's drawn a foul, but it's inside the 6 meters, so she cannot shoot the ball. They opt eventually to dump into the corner. This is not an often used strategy, but a worthwhile one. Throwing the ball into the corner gives you an opportunity to get all your defenders back into defensive positions before the ball can advance upfield. There is exclusions and transitional push-offs and all sorts of things going on the drive. Selena up in the top right-hand corner. There's a lot of holding going on. Ball into the center. Both teams insistent on holding, and both sets of referees insistent on letting it go. So who knows where this is going to lead to in terms of exclusions. Contra foul in the center. That's the second contra foul in 3 attacks. So it might be a sign of things to come. Will the referees start clamping down on the costume holding, or will they play advantage? Selena gets the cross pass to Versveld. Versveld rolls, backs out of the shooting position and eventually gets a foul. There's a kickoff. Ball into the center. Jen Everett grabs the ball in the Cobra and donuts the goalkeeper. Pretty spectacular stuff. One would think that there was a lot of costume holding going on there from both sides, but this time the ball is in the back of the net and that can't be changed. So the score now is 2-1 to the Dolphins. Very physical brand of polo being adopted by both teams. Dolphins pushing the press early. Meacham squeezing tight onto Navarro, who's almost on the halfway line. And Chloe Amato trying to work in, but she's well marked by Ruby Versveld, who's probably got about 1.5 foot in length and reach in terms of height, and a foul is the only result from that situation, as Agis is also pressed by Everett and the shot clock goes. How that's possible is interesting, because the foul had already been awarded and then the shot clock went, so that's not ordinary. It's not technically correct either, but Dolphins get the benefit from that mishap. Georgia Cope on the right wing, struggling to get out to the ball, and Selena in possession, looking for options. She finds Meacham on the left-hand side. Pass goes into the center. There's holding before the ball even comes in, so Jen Everett gets her team a 6-on-5 play, whilst Nevis Agis is in the corner. Selena in possession. She unleashes and it's well blocked. Very well blocked. Great play from Elia Montfort. She blocks the ball just before it goes into the goal. The Sirens pushing up. Ball on the left wing, looking for an entry pass, looking to try to feed the ball into Mikalev. And the drive comes in as well. Second set from Navarro. As Montfort has possession, she comes up, takes the shot, and it goes straight to the goalkeeper. It's a 2-on-1 on the counter-attack. There's opportunity here for Paley. She can get the early entry pass to the center, potentially. Ruby Versveld driving down the left. There's Versveld again. Versveld pulls the trigger really quickly under pressure. Potentially a little rushed. Maybe would have been a little bit more prudent in that situation and utilize the time available to them on the possession clock, as we see Navarro in possession, looking for options in the center, also looking for Chloe Amato, who's moving towards the 2-meter line. Eventually she finds Nevise Agi. Agi finds Amato, and it's going to be a foul and shot from the outside. Incredible shot. Incredible shot. In off the right-hand post. The blocking not sufficient in that scenario, and Chloe Amato has made an excellent job of getting her team back on level terms. The score now is 2-2. So after much effort and intensity, the score is 2-2. Both teams finding the net, and with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left of this chukker. Paley on the right-hand side, the left-hander. Movement on the left from Lozidis. Selena is looking for options. She finds Lozidis, the ball into the center, but there's an extra defender, and that's Alaya Montfort again. A very intelligent defender, very intelligent player, very alert, always aware. Makes the steal for her team, and now their team has possession and will move up the pool. Options for the second center. The second center is a foul, and another foul resulting. There's a zone defense all the way over. Navarro with a situation where she can maybe shoot the ball, and it goes into the bottom right-hand corner. It's an incredible goal. Great defensive play, but unfortunately not good enough as Navarro finds the bottom corner, and they take the lead for the first time, does the team from Malta. So here we are, the team from Malta. The team from Malta using a 3-man zone defense off the top. Kieran Paley comes up with the goods. Her trademark back shot from the second set on the right-hand side. She's been doing that for close on 15 years at this level, and that's always a banker. It's almost like her trick shot. She draws her team level once again, so it's even Stevens at the moment. 2 minutes and some change left of this chukker. Lots of movement on the right-hand side from Elisa Amato. She's holding underneath the water, and the referee blows a contra foul. Mia Lazidi steals the ball and starts swimming and sprinting up the pool at the same time. So hypothetically there is a 1-man advantage, but great switch play from Ferrante. Selena looking for Thornton Dibb, and the ball goes wide, so wasted possession from the Dolphins. The Sirens looking for options. Ball into the center. Foul for Elisa Amato. Lots of driving, and Mikalev with the ball. Mikalev looking for a shot. She's going to try and lob the ball into the far corner. It goes wide. It goes over. 1 minute 15 before the half time. Dolphins making a substitution in transition, flying substitution. Selena up in the middle of the pool, receives possession and advances towards the Sirens' goal. Left-hander on the wrong side of the pool, so this isn't really ideal for the Dolphins. Pass over the top. It's very easy for Alexia Amato to jump out and steal the possession with a sweeping play. Good defensive shape from both teams. Not much going on attack for both teams. Mika left with possession. Looking to the center for Amato, but there's nothing going on there. Finally, the ball is over to Ferrante, who wants to get the foul and the shot. It's a foul and shot from 6 meters up on the climb and in the top corner. Incredible shot. Incredible shot off the water. Incredible goal. Marta Ferrante with an incredible shot into the top right-hand corner. 9 seconds left of the possession of the attack, of the chucker situation to potentially take a shot. And the end of the chucker, that takes us to half-time, and the team from Malta has found a way to edge in front by 1 goal. Incredible game, incredible situation. The team from Malta is ahead, and the team from Johannesburg will have to look at what they're doing and trying to reassess and re-strategize around what they need to do. Please stay tuned for what promises to be an exciting second half. Welcome back. It's Chucker 3, semi-final time at the Gauteng Invitational Tournament, and excellent summel from Chloe Amato, who's been really, really good for her team so far. She beats Caitlin O'Shaughnessy to the ball. Press defense from Dolphins, front mark, and Agis in possession, finding Chloe Amato. Navarro setting up for the center position on 6 meters to look for the foul and shot. And as the ball moves left-hand side, we've got Stellini with the shot from the outside. Immediate counter-attack from Dolphins. And Thompson with possession feeds the ball into Ruby Vesveld. Only a foul in the center. Not very useful, but there are players available for a shot. Chloe Meacham finds space, and Kelsey Thompson back to Chloe Meacham, shot off the crossbar. Counter attack, and Chloe Amato, followed by Elaya Monfort, who works into the center position. Ball is on the left hand side with Navarro, and Navarro moving the ball across. Agis looking for options. Amato on the drive. Chloe Amato with possession. Mikalev with the shot from the outside. No, the pass to the center. It's an incredible back shot. Incredible back shot. from Kendra Navarro. She's turned on the Jets in this game, and it was an excellent backhand shot into the top right-hand corner or top left-hand corner of the goal. Kelsey Thompson in possession. Megan Celino in possession. Megan Celino for the drive. Thompson faking. Shot to come. Ball over the top. Transitional play. Very controlled from Sirens. They are in control of this match with a 2-goal lead and will control the attack and control the possession, control the clock, control the ball. That's what the coach is calling for, as we see Navarro in possession. Is push off, contra foul, and fast transition from the Dolphins. Every player moving up the pool. On the left-hand side, on the left wingers, there is an option to play Everett on the left. Ball is in, and it's an incredible shot to the cross cage. Jen Everett, the number 4 for the Dolphins, receives the ball and with an immediate shot shoots at the cross cage as the goalkeeper dives to the short corner. So on this occasion, Alexia Amato outsmarted by the shooter, and the Dolphins bring themselves back to a 1-goal deficit as the substitutions are made for both teams. Ball on the right-hand side with Navarro. She finds Chloe Amato. Chloe Amato looking for the center. It's under pressure, and there's no pass to the center, so the ball comes back to Navarro on the halfway line, and finally gets to Mikalev, who's a danger and a threat from any position. She can shoot the ball from any position, and she decides to pass to Amato on the right-hand side. They're looking for options to get the foul and shot from the outside as Elisa Amato gets the foul. She also has the opportunity to shoot. Instead, it's a cross pass over to the other side of the pool, and Mikalev is swamped by 2 defenders. It's a turnover of possession as the hooter sounds. And Dolphins have possession with Georgia Cope moving the ball slowly up the pool. Cross over to the left, switch play. Sasha Delaray in the center. Georgia Cope with the shot, immediate shot. Not much venom applied there, and easy save for Kelis Agi, who's the goalkeeper now for the Sirens team. Alexia Amato has taken a break, and Kelis Agi is in the pool as we see Ruby Fesveld steal possession, turnover, kickoff, reversal, and now it's a situation where there are a number of players out of position. Lob, Personi looking for options. Ball up the pool to Chloe Meacham. In the end, it's an attack that has less attackers than there are defenders available, so the Sirens have done well to get all their players back. Meg Salinos looking for options, back to Chloe Meacham. Megan Salinos probably going to have to take a shot at some point. Instead, it's Ruby Fesveld who climbs up and throws the ball like an arrow into the top corner. That is some laser-like shooting from Ruby Fesveld. It's the kind of stuff that you watch on highlights videos on YouTube. Shout out to Ruby Fesveld. Insane legs, insane shot. So that takes this game to 5-5. 5-5, pretty respectable score for both teams. We're in the third chukka, only 5 goals conceded each. There's 3 minutes left and some change to go this is turning out to be exactly what we expected in terms of it being a cagey affair, as Mikalev looks for options. She finds Agi. Agi finds Chloe Amato. Chloe Amato can't quite get the ball into the center. There's a duck under in the center position, and hence a reversal. So Marta Ferrante, unfortunately, penalized for ducking under the water to gain a better position. Attack is too slow, and the ball stuck on halfway for the Dolphins. Celino finding possession on the right-hand side. Cross pass, incredible work. Nia Lazidis puts the ball into the back of the net. It's an incredible goal. An amazing pass from Kelsey White, and as we marvel at the splendor of that goal, there's a lot of antics going on the sides. Referee Michael Beatty, world-renowned referee, multiple world championships, issues a yellow card to the Sirens coach for excessive berating and complaining. So Coach Aurelien Cousin now a little quieter than normal as we see the entry pass into the center. It could be a foul and shot. It's an incredible shot under pressure. That's Denise Mikalev, and she's had an incredible tournament, scored some amazing goals. That right there is just a small exhibition of what she's capable of. Ball crossed over to Kaylee Jacobs, ball into the center. The pass is a little bit too far away for Celino, so the referee has indicated that the pass is not good enough in order for him to award a penalty or an exclusion. Really important that the passing into the center is accurate, as we see Agi in possession, finding Montfort. It's Alaya Montfort, very lively player. Navarro, my apologies. Ferrante with a shot from the outside. Limited options for Sirens, limited options, and the coaches protesting more in angst, I suppose, at the decision making of his team than anything else. Kaylee Jacobs in possession, assessing options. She finds Thompson. Thompson finds Celino. Celino looking for options. Back to Jacobs. Kelsey White will shoot from the right. Sorry, my apologies. Kelsey Thompson will shoot from the right, and it comes off the crossbar. Kelisa Agi is more than up to the task. She had it well covered in the goals. Nevis Agi in possession. Incidentally, Nevis Agi and Kelisa Agi are not related. One would think with the same surname and similar first names there might be, but that's not the case as time starts to run out for Sirens. The pass to the center is not a very good one, as we see the drop defense from Celino, and Celino forcing Chloe Amato to try and formulate something on attack as Sasha Delaray finds Mia Lazidis, and Mia Lazidis is in on goals, and this is a penalty for sure. Mia Lazidis has scored a goal to take the Dolphins ahead and has gone on a counter-attack and earned her team a penalty. At this point in time, if this goes in, Mia Lazidis has been the difference for the Dolphins in the last 3 minutes. Chloe Meacham in control, ready to shoot. Loves the top left-hand corner, and she finds it. Chloe Meacham, well known for her top left penalty. Very, very difficult to read as she pulls the ball across her body. It looks like it's going into the right-hand corner, and at the last minute, the wrist flick pulls the ball into the left-hand corner as the Sirens will look to take a shot from Nevis Agi. In fact, it's from Mikalev, who's under serious pressure as she takes a shot. So, really interesting chukker. The Sirens went into the third chukker 1 goal ahead with a 4-3 lead, and as we come out the back end of the third chukker, the Dolphins have taken full control of this game, not only catching up but overhauling the Sirens, and the Dolphins have a 7-5 lead, which they would love to hold on to. So please stay in tune and signed in for the final chukker. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final installment of this epic semi-final. To be honest with you, it's stacked up to be as much as it promised before the pool stage is finished. It looked like these two teams were going to meet at some point, and it hasn't disappointed in any way, shape or form, as the Sirens are now going to look to turn up the heat, try find a way to score early and try and turn momentum, as Ferrante looks for a foul on the perimeter. Lozidis at the top on a ladder defense. So the Dolphins still pressing, but still looking to ladder down and kill the 5 and foul shot, or 6 and foul shot. Amato looking for options, and Celino up to the task. The foul is inside 6, so no shot option, and that leads to Ferrante having to dump the ball into the corner. So that's a successful defense for the Dolphins. I heard them chanting and their coach expressing that defense, defense, defense. Dolphins is the mantra for this chukker. Chloe Meacham finding space. Back to Thompson. Back to Meacham, who will fire one off very shortly. Instead, she goes to the center position. Ruby Versveld pulls off a freakish cross-cage shot from the left wing. That's the stuff of legends right there. Under pressure, incredible shot. Equally good assist from Chloe Meacham. Faking, 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 drawing the defender out, drawing the goalkeeper, and then the sleight of hand to drop the ball into the center for Ruby Versveld, who just rolls out and throws the ball in the cross-cage. Press defense from Mia Lozidis. Same from Kaylee Jacobs as she puts pressure on Mikalev, and Mikalev under pressure with the pass. Celino fouls on Ferrante. Ferrante has limited options. She can't shoot because she hasn't played herself yet, and Celino presses again. Shot lob option on here. It's a cross cage bounce of wild standards. I won't lie. That's a shot that doesn't happen very often. Danny Pisoni doesn't often get beaten from 12 meters out with a cross-cage bounce shot. Celino doing what she needed to do on the short corner. Maybe the light playing tricks on Danny. As the ball skips off the water, maybe she just didn't quite keep track of it. So the score goes back to a 2-goal lead. So as much as the Dolphins are in control, the 2-goal trap is a real thing as Ruby Versveld pulls into the left-hand side. She's got Bartolo in all sorts of trouble. She earns a foul. Kieran Paley bobbles the ball, and Chloe Meacham fires one off. It goes flying over the top. 6 minutes and some change left of the fourth quarter. Bartolo in possession. She looks to find Stellini looking for options, and Mikalev is in control. Mikalev is the conductor of this Sirens orchestra. Foul at the center, inside the 6 meter. It should be a reversal. The ball is dropped and eventually dumped in the corner. So Sirens adopting a tactic of lining up as many players as they can on the 6 meter line and hoping to get a foul just outside the 6 meters and then shoot past the blocker. So the Dolphins would do well to adapt to that particular type of attack. Ball moving to Kieran Pelly's right hand, and Milozidis fakes the shot, blocked really well by Mikalev. And Mikalev, who's played this entire game so far, showing incredible signs of fitness and commitment to block well, and has driven all the way from her own 2 meter line to the center position all the way up the pool. The shooter, Chloe Amato, has possession. Chloe Amato can't be given time and space, and the ball goes over to Stellini. Sorry, my apologies, Bartolo. And Bartolo's shot is deflected, and she gains possession again while Chloe Amato is looking for options. Ferrante. Ball into the center. The ball is stolen by Meacham. Timeout. Timeout for Dolphins. Coach Wade Brand taking this opportunity with 4 minutes left of the match to take a break, give his team time to breathe, time to reset, time to think, issue some new instructions. Aurelian Cousin, the coach of Sirens, is making some substitutions. So Elisa Amato's taking a break and some changes. So we have Chloe Amato, we have Navarro, we have Ferrante, we have Montfort, all in the pool at the same time. Montfort is being positioned at the top of the defense, and that certainly is a tactic that they are very good at. Montfort is big on the counter-attack, so you'll see in a little bit later, there's a zone defense at the moment. The ball being moved around. Selena to Meacham, Meacham to Selena. Selena looking for options, stepping right. Patience into the center. Excellent pass to the center. And Jen Everett gains the exclusion. And it's a very intelligent play from Selena at the top. Looking for options to Ruby, fake the pass to Ruby, and then put the ball into Jen Everett. It's an extra man play for the Dolphins. Kieran Paley holding possession. Chloe Meacham in possession. The ball over to Ruby Fesveld. Space, time, fake, legs. Selena with options, and Selena makes no mistake. Ball across the front of the body. Immediate shot into the cross cage, in off the post. Bottom corner. Very difficult for the goalkeeper to read that, and in a flash, the Dolphins have moved ahead. They now have a 3-goal buffer. There's still plenty of time in this match for the Sirens to make a fist of it, as we see Navarro looking for her options. She finds Ferrante. Navarro on the drive. Ferrante to Chloe Amato. Chloe Amato into Ferrante, and it's an exclusion. Excellent pass from Amato. And great work from Ferrante. Navarro in possession. Amato, cross pass, Montfort. Excellent, excellent extra player. Goal. Excellent extra player. Excellent extra player goal. As Aurelian Cousin, the coach for Sirens, is prostrating with the referee, claiming that there is a punch of some sort at some stage. So 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. This is clutch time, important time. Georgia Cope, Kelsey Thompson, Ruby Versfeld, Sasha Delaray. Delaray for Thompson. Zone defense. Georgia Cope. Shot saved, very well saved. Kilisagi with an excellent save. Chloe Amato in possession. Ferranto moving upfield, and in the center is Mikalev. Navarro finds Stellini. Stellini back to Navarro. Ferrante will look for the shot, and the possession is gone, and there is no foul. So that's a wasted attack for the Sirens. Potentially a foul situation for sinking a player, but the referee will only be able to explain that call. Celino to Cope. Celino to Cope. Back to Thompson to Cope. Possession is really, really important for this Dolphins team. It's a timeout for the Sirens. This gives both teams a chance to break and rest. Coach Aurelian Cousin making a few changes. Elise Amato back in the pool. He's strategizing around what he's going to do. I think Elise Amato is going to go up into the center forward position, up into the center. That's Elisa, sorry, my apologies. Chloe Amato, Elisa Amato, Navarro, Ferrante, Stellini. And Mikalev, all in the pool for the Sirens. 1 minute 51. Very little time to come back. If they score a goal in this moment, it would make a very real difference for this team to maybe give them a chance to get back into the game. There's a foul on the perimeter. Chloe Amato looking for chances, and Ferrante in possession. She finds Elisa Amato, and there is no foul at the center. And Elisa Amato hoping for an exclusion, and her coach is encouraging her and prostrating that she should be fighting for the ball. And I think from both points of view, they're both probably right, and just unfortunate that there's a lot of pressure and a lot on the line in this last couple of minutes. So 1 minute 30 left on the clock, and both coaches have used both timeouts, if I'm correct. Wade Brand has used a second timeout right now. It's an opportune time to hopefully set up a constructive attack that would lead to a goal or an exclusion. An exclusion meaning that they would have a 6-on-5 play and an additional 20 seconds. So if they are able to use the full 30 plus obtaining an exclusion, that would give them 50 seconds out of the remaining 80 seconds of this match. So possession and control being the key factor at this point in time. Ruby Versfeld working hard on the center line, and there's a petulant tap away from Ferrante, and the referee has excluded her for dissent and playing the ball away, which has pretty much killed the Sirens' chances of getting back into this game. If the Dolphins simply hold on to possession and dump it after this, it would be almost impossible for the Sirens to score 2 goals in 40 seconds, but they throw away possession, and there's 50 seconds on the clock. So hypothetically still time as far reaching, and as far-fetched as that may sound, but if Sirens want to get back into this game, they've got to score immediately. Chloe Amate being instructed to shoot. She must shoot, and it almost pays off as Danny Passoni tips it over the bar. There's 31 seconds, and Aurelian Cousin is telling his team they need to shoot quick, which they do. They need to shoot quick, score a goal, press, steal, and then try and get another one as Amato gets a foul and shot. She goes for the shot, and it almost goes in. It comes off the post, but doesn't cross the line. This is some epic stuff right at the death. The whole ball, ladies and gentlemen, must cross the goal line being the front of the post, so the plane of that. And finally, the game comes to an end, and it's certainly delivered in terms of the expectations. A 9-7 win to the Dolphins, who have gone through this tournament unscathed so far, much like the Tridents. Really well played by players like Montfort, and Coach Aurelian, his team can be very proud of his team's effort.
Yeah.
Well done to the Dolphins team, who've come out on top here. They will meet, I believe, the Tridents in the final. Thank you very much for joining us, and stay tuned for the rest of this tournament.